Okay. So we're just talking about Super Saturday here. So they announced a lot of the new products and things that they're coming up soon in the next coming months. I've said that a few times, but and you know, they work for us. Like, they want us to succeed in these upcoming months. They know October and November are difficult. And that's why they're like getting people pumped up for all of these things. That's why next month is Fall Classic and stuff. They're working, you know, helping us out here by, can you guys mute yourselves? If you have a question, I'm just getting some feedback. You can just unmute yourself. I think it must have to be like a paid thing for me to mute other people. Anyways, so let's see. So the first one is the Fall Classic that they talked about. I haven't really talked to anyone, but me, Brooke, and Nicole are going to be on a team. Sam, Tanya, and Leanne, I think. Stacy, we can talk to you about that, and anyone else who wants to participate in that. What it is a team of 3 people, maximum 1 diamond to start, and you can rank advanced from then on. And it's just like the Team Cup that we did in July. Their prizes, there's a sweet Master and Hammers chisel shirt for the second prize, which I really want. There's a speaker, Simon Sinek, who I didn't see. I chose the other track at Summit, so I didn't see his speech, so I'm super excited for him. That's the first prize. The T-shirt's the second prize, and the hoodie? A sweatshirt? A sweatshirt is the third prize. So they're awesome prizes. It's a team of 3. We'll talk about the points and everything. You read it in the back office. Get familiar with it. It's similar to the Team Cup. So what they said about it, I actually have to follow this girl. I haven't started following her yet, but they talked about someone named Stephanie Davis, one of the top coaches. Or maybe she was the one talking. Yeah, she was the one talking on the video. And, she said, you know, to create a public event, and we'll talk about events and challenge groups and stuff maybe next week, and how to run successful ones and all that type of stuff. But she said, you know, make an event if you can make an event for anything, like learn 5 days to learn about the 21-day fix. 5 days to learn about Shakeology. It doesn't have to be, you know, this grandiose clean eating for life thing. Like, you can just be like, these are the containers. This is what you do. This is what I put in my Shakeology, whatever it is, so that people can be interested to buy the challenge pack to join your next challenge group. She also said this sentence, which I love, and I think like it's a good way if you ever send out some like cold invites, or when you're forming people, you can say like, hey, let me know if you're interested and want to bring a buddy along with you. And I'm like, oh, that's so genius. You just made 2 sales in one like sentence, you know, from up there. But, you know, if that could happen, and obviously everyone likes, you know, to work out with someone or to have an accountability partner, if they can bring one of their best friends, well, maybe that'd even be a good idea for a challenge group, like a BFF challenge group, like you and your best friend. We can get people to buddy up. I don't know, double the points, right? So something like that. And she said, give people a way to reach out to you. So those events are public. People can see them. Anyone can see what you're posting in them. So that way, if someone's friends comments, it'll, you know, other people will see it, and it gives more people, ways to contact you. And she was just saying like how you always at the end of a post want to talk about, give people a way to reach out to you. Be like, you know, we never really drop like the, website link, but you know, you can give them your blog link or anything else. Be like, hey, send me a message, or, you know, text me, or, you know, shout it from the rooftops, whatever. Tell people that you want to see them. Actually, Samantha, I was thinking about your post today about the avocados. I thought at the end of that post, it would have been great to say, if you agree or think this would be helpful for someone, you know, feel free to share it with someone or something like that. Because that just expands your market. When other people share your thing. So that was just an awesome tip. And then it would have been, you know, I mean, who knows what's going on here? Who wouldn't, you know, who could have shared it? I was like, oh, that is a good tip. You know, because sometimes people like to share things so that they'll be saved on their wall, and then someone will see that you shared it. So when I've been doing that, I've been getting only like 2 or 3 shares, but it's better than none. So, so that's what she had to say about the Fall Classic. Points and volume and everything go up, and income obviously go up during the Fall Classic months or Team Cup months. They're just fun, and you know, it's like, you know, we were all in the last one or two together. You don't want to let your team down. You don't want to, you know, I don't know, I'm wicked competitive and I'm like, I'm not going to be last. Sorry, but, you know, you don't want to like do that type of stuff. So it always brings it up. And, you know, if you have a diamond on your team, you'll have a leader, and any questions, I mean, it's just another group, but it's fun to do and more free prizes. All right. The next thing was the Inside Shakeology podcast. This you can find in your Coach Online office. I think it's actually right now still in the breaking news on the right. So if you click on the home page, on the right-hand side, it's like the breaking news. I check that pretty much every day. I mean, it only adds like one, maybe two things a day, but it might not be there anymore. But you can search for it too. Just search Shakeology podcast. And it's you know, Darren and Carl's wife, I forget her name, you know, the creators and everything of Shakeology, and other people talking about Shakeology. So if you're ever like stumped, obviously we love it, we know it works, but sometimes people have questions that are hard to answer. Like someone asked me the other day, does it have soy? Does it have dairy? You know, obviously I know those now, but like little questions like that may be easier to be answered if you're watching these podcasts, or being able to give people I love our sixth member of this call. He's like, I got you, Katie. You know, sometimes like I did that one post about how one of the ingredients in Shakeology ups your sex drive. People love that one. I was like, whatever. But, you know, or like why it gives us energy, or why it keeps us full, like those type of questions that, like, you know, you can easily do a post about if you know some more details about it, are good to find out in that podcast. The next thing they announced was the Challenge Group app, and I'm super psyched for that. I was in the beta test group for that, and it was fun. They did a lot of updates. We all got to give our feedback. It was awesome. And so they did a ton of updates based on what we gave for feedback. I honestly presume that they'll do one more round, because they've tried the Challenge Group app a year ago and it didn't work. They couldn't get it to have the top coaches be satisfied enough, really. So they pushed it off a whole year. They announced it at Summit in 2014 and ended up pushing it off a year because it wasn't ready to be released. So my guess is they'll do another beta test group in January and then push it off in like maybe March. But it's a great way. I have so many leads right now that I connect with all the time, and you know, they're older and they aren't into Facebook or whatever. They're not even on Shakeology necessarily, but I think it'd be a good way to connect with people that aren't on Facebook and just, you know, get out of Facebook a little bit. I always think to myself, like, you know, what would happen if all of our whole business is on Facebook? Like if Facebook was like gone in an instant, like, you know, it could easily happen. Like, you know, some people's YouTube pages crash, and like Katie Hefner lost her entire group for her downline. Like, I was just thinking, if that happened to my profile, like you lose your friends list, which is your contacts, your messages, your groups, your photos, your recognitions, all this stuff is just gone. So that's kind of what obviously it could happen in any system, like whatever you could, you know, even if you had a piece of paper, anything. But, you know, so I think the challenge group would be good for that, to get it off of Facebook too, and just something different to try out. And all of these things that I'm talking about, the more you talk about them, the more excited people will be for them. So even if you know, I talked about the challenge group when I was in the beta test group, but knowing that it's not even coming out, but like, it wasn't like that, bless you, it wasn't like that big a deal that I was in the beta test group or anything, but I made it seem like a big deal. I mean, I was like selected or whatever, well, by Nikki, like, but not, you know what I mean? But like, you just make things a big deal and people will see it. Like, I'm not lying, I was selected to be in it, you know what I mean? So when we're talking about all these things, you know, pump people up. I did not have success with the size workout release because frankly I was completely uninterested in it. It was very hard for me to sell. I did not enjoy the program. I cannot dance to save my life. It makes me uncomfortable and gives me anxiety. I sold one, I think. But Hammer and Chisel I am so pumped about, because those are my two favorite trainers. So not that I wasn't going to waste my time and energy, but I'd rather work with people that I can help, like, and I could help them with the 21-day fix much better than size. Obviously, if they wanted size, they could get it. I've sold it, and maybe 2 people now, but you know what I mean? So it's just really talking about it and pumping people up before it happens, so that the day it happens, people aren't like, well, I don't know, oh, that's probably just a fad. It might not stick around. You're like, no, I've bbeen talking about this shit for 3 months. Like, it's happening. Let's go. Like, coffee Shakeology. We'll get to that too. But I think, oh yeah, coffee Shakeology. So that, I think they said February or March. Now I can't remember. My guess is after the Beachbody cruise or whatever. But I don't really know. Yes, when?
It's mocha, not coffee.
What's the difference? Oh, mocha
chocolate. Is chocolate and coffee, so some people don't like that. And some people think it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to Shakeology.
Oh, is that what it means? Cafe latte or whatever?
Well, mocha just means coffee and chocolate. Well.
Oh, I thought it said like latte. This is being recorded.
I think you're putting too many syllables in that word.
Paper mache.
I thought it was mocha.
Papier mache. I watched Seinfeld last night. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. I totally believe you. I don't remember that. You're totally right, because if that is true, I don't really care so much for the chocolates and situation. I mean, I like chocolate, but I like my coffee and chocolate separate.
Okay, it's cafe latte. So what's a cafe latte?
Right. Good point. See, we don't want to be doing this on like launch day.
I'm sorry to get sidetracked. I thought it was mocha.
No,
it's espresso.
Yeah.
It's stronger than coffee.
Yeah, but espresso is coffee flavored.
Right.
No chocolate.
No chocolate. I apologize.
No worries. No, that's fine. I knew it was something like that. But you know what I mean? Like, people will be psyched, especially like, I mean, even me, I mean, we've all been on Shakeology forever and you're drinking it every day. And I'll switch up to strawberry every once in a while just for something fun. But like, I mean, I still will probably drink chocolate most of the time, but it's so fun to try something new once you're on something for so long. And a lot of our customers have been on it for that long too. Or maybe, we can, a lot of customers that we used to have that like, are like, I'm done with Shakeology for a little bit, or like, oh, I had a few boxes, piled up. I'll wait till I finish those. Those are the type of people that it would be great for, or any coffee fiend really, and those girls that, are like, I put coffee ice cubes in my Shakeology. You're like, boom, do this in the focused energy, and you're not eating, you're not drinking your K cup or whatever. So I don't know the launch date on a lot of these things, but it doesn't even matter. You say coming soon, and even just something simple like, I'm just trying to help with post ideas, because I feel like a lot of people have come to me with like being stuck with post ideas lately. But like, you could even say like, I know a lot of people here put coffee in their shakes, which is totally fine. But you could be like, oh my God, I can't wait until coffee Shakeology. It's one less step I have to do. Or like, take that Starbucks or something like that. I don't know. All right. So the first of all of these things to happen, I guess I should have started there. Well, besides the Fall Classic, is the Masters Hammer and Chisel. It's coming out in December. It is what came out in December last year? I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Insanity Max 30. Yeah. Is that what that was? Oh yeah. Insanity Max 30 came out in December, and it's a great time for, obviously they do it on purpose. And you know what stinks though? It doesn't come out December 1st. It comes out like the second Monday of December. You're like, come on, I'm ready I need Success Club like yesterday. At least that's how it was last year. So just be prepared for that. But start talking about it now. Start doing, I don't care if every single workout you do for a week is the Masters Hammer and Chisel on demand. I can't do them at work because my people won't just tell me the password for my Wi-Fi. It's been 3 months and you just can't just tell me the password. How many times do I have to email you for you? Just send it to me. Anyhow, I'm not bitter, but I've done it a couple times on demand, and just keep talking about that. That I think is key for the type of people on our team and the type of people that we attract. Obviously our vibe attracts our tribe. No, our tribe. Yeah, our vibe attracts our tribe. So like I don't know anyone in this group actually on our team that had success with size and like loved it. I know Nicole Janice bought it, and she was like, I don't know what to do. So like, I feel like this is the complete opposite of that. It will have the amazing, amazing, amazing results of the 21-day fix, but it will be bumped up because Sagi is like the man when it comes to weightlifting. And I think it'll break the barrier for people that were afraid of Body Beast, but that want those results, that are kind of afraid of lifting weights, but like kind of want it to happen. Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it. How do I get this thing to go away? Okay.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so you did like size?
I like it.
All right. I mean, I just am not good at it. I hadn't heard that from anyone yet, but that's awesome. And then, you know, whatever floats your boat, like talk to people about size. I think people like the Master Hammer and Chisel. Obviously those are the two biggest putting two trainers combined, the money that will go behind that from Beachbody. I'm a super, you know, businessy person, but I just know the money that will go behind that into the advertising for them will sell itself. So we want to make sure people are buying from us. There's no question that that thing will fly off the shelves. The question is they're going to buy from you or are they going to buy from the infomercial, you know? So you want to make sure that they're buying it from you and that you're the one that can help them, because if they buy it from the infomercial, the chances, well, you know, yeah, they'll get a free coach, but the chances of that working out might not happen. You know, not all coaches send lead emails. But it could just sit on their counter for, you know, months, but we can help them get results, which will help them stick to it. So I can't say enough about that program. I think it'll be like the biggest breakthrough since the 21-day fix. I think that they thought Payo would be like that too, but I think it's going to be bigger than Payo because it's good for guys and girls and any physical ability and stuff. So start talking about that one. And you can get people, you could even do a free group. You can even do like a free bod group for 30 days and do like, you know, you could do like 3 of the days a week. I know that's not what like Monday's National Wake Up Call was about, but you could do a few of the days, Master Hammer and Chisel, or even a 7-day free group and just have them sign up for the free membership and tell them how to cancel it. And then the last new thing is Hardcore 22. So this is Tony Horton, who is the biggest, well, probably after Autumn, but the biggest name to the company with Shalene too. Like he's huge, especially like, you know, the generations that have been doing workout DVDs for 20 years. I mean, so is he. So that name is well known, and he is super, super involved with the armed forces. So he does so much for them all the time. Like he does free workouts, and he goes on, I don't know any of those, but he goes to those places and stuff where the troops are. But what I was going to say is those people that buy Hardcore are going to be the ones, not necessarily all of them, but they may be military people, which means they could be a free discount coach. So anyone who's a military person, sign up as a discount coach immediately. I would even have your friends sign up, period, even if they're going to be inactive. So that way you can, you know, as soon as they're ready to purchase something, you know, it'll go straight to you, no questions. And that's the Hardcore 22 is done to a cadence. So it's like, and I presume it'll be very Army, like boom, 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 boom. And they're all in their Army attire, but it comes out in the spring. So we'll probably have it on Beachbody On Demand, you know, in January or February. Phew. Lastly, from Super Saturday, the next Super Saturday is January 9th. So that's a Saturday. My birthday is the 12th, which is like whatever Tuesday. So my birthday, I don't want anyone to buy me anything for my birthday. I want every single person to be at Super Saturday. That's all I want, okay? I want nothing else except every single one of you and all of your coaches to be there. And then we'll go out for like dinner or something after. But we're going to look and see if we can find something closer and different than the one that we went to on Saturday. The one that we went to this week, it was just in a weird location. We were sitting on bleachers for 2 hours. Our butts were killing us already. And it was a little far for some of us. So I know, Brooke, I'm so sorry you're so far away, but there's definitely a Super Saturday around you. And to leverage events like this, it's just like Summit. Excuse me. First of all, you can easily get a post of drinking your Shakeology, drinking energy and endurance, doing a workout, and being with friends, and learning. Like, those are all the things that Beachbody encompasses in one day. And you're like, how do you not want to be a part of this? So I think just like the fun part, like obviously we hide behind our computers all day, and people just see us, our job is posting on Facebook, but you know, to know, first of all, sorry to make you yawn, to know that, first of all, this is only once a quarter. It's not like a commitment that they have to go to every weekend and spend their time. It's once a quarter. It's not that hard. You know, I'm telling you guys now, you have 4 months to make January 9th available. Put it on your calendar, Google the whole day out, and don't let anyone book you. Seriously, it's that important. Yes, you already have it. We will figure out getting our tickets, and I went, and it's my birthday weekend, and Saturdays are the days where I'm like with my family, and I don't care. That's where I'll be on this Super Saturday, and they're always on my birthday weekend, and I don't care. And that's where I will be. And when I left Super Saturday last year, so it was around that date, I don't remember, you know, what the exact date was, but it was before my birthday. I left the end of the day at Super Saturday with 14 Success Club points. All right. It was wild. I mean, literally, I was sitting in I remember, it was wild. I remember sitting in the bathroom and like just getting messages, and it was legit like a dream. Like, hey, like people I've talked to, my cousin bought from me that day, and I've talked to her forever, and she's like, hey, okay, I'm finally ready. And obviously it's a week after the New Year's, you've already been pumping people up and all that stuff. It's perfect timing. They'll have some other announcements, and then like 2 weeks later is the leadership convention. So that's for 2 stars and above. Praying to be in LA for that one. And then like 3 weeks later, there's the Diamond Retreat for Nikki's personally sponsored coaches and Bonnie's personally sponsored coaches in Florida. And then a month later is our Diamond Retreat. So it's like a boom, boom, boom. And then the Success Club Cruise, which I'm still like 3,000 in line. But, and then Summit. So it's nonstop. But these are the fun things. Like, you know, sending messages blows, you know, sitting here and trying to take a good selfie where you don't feel like a fat ass, that sucks. Going to these events is what makes it so much fun. Like, that's it. It's literally the best thing ever. No, I'm out of breath. Hold on. But I'm sorry, but I had so much fun on Saturday. Oh yeah, I'm full of truth bombs. I don't know. I had so much fun Saturday. Like, we were sitting at the restaurant till like 9:30. I didn't even have a glass of wine, and I woke up like half dead, and it was just so fun, and being together and doing the workout with people, and learning different people's like viewpoints and success. What? And successes. What? You took a picture?
He was doing something funny. I had to take a picture. You'll probably see it posted later.
Okay. No judgment for selfies or pictures mid talk. I don't know. I can't say it strong enough. I was so hesitant to go to Summit. So I didn't qualify for my success starters like you rock stars did. So I put myself on the waiting list. I could have bought the ticket that day. I was too much of a Sally, didn't do it. Put myself on the wait list. Got off the wait list. I had 72 hours what to decide. I just said, no, I can't afford it. Put myself back on the wait list, got off the wait list again. And I was like, and then I just waited on it. And then I was like, you know what? I just need to go. Like, I know that this is what I want to do with my life. The money will come back to me. It always does. It's just what you have to do. Like, if you want to succeed. And I was watching, a lot of personal development this week. This has been a rough week. So I've been like PD up the wazoo, but I listened to a ton of Jen, the girl who wrote You Are a Badass, and her and Darren Hardy always say how important it is to invest in things that you can learn from. Yeah, Super Saturday was fun, but they had training moments. Nashville is all training. Leadership is all training. Like, our retreat will be like 75 training, 25% fun, you know, but like those things, yes, they cost money to go to. Yes, it's a pain to pay for a babysitter and deal with all that stuff. But if you put that into your own business, it will come back to you. Jim Rohn says that for your income, to take 1% of it. Oh, come on, that's too soon. To take 1% of it and put it to donate it, and then take 1%, that's nothing, especially with what like we're making. He's making like millions, and that is more than millions, and that's a lot of money that he's taking as 1%. He says he still does it. He says he even has to ask his team, like, what do I do next? What do you guys need training on? What do I donate to? Because he has to do it. That's his own like rule. But I highly suggest you thinking about that. Obviously whatever percentage you want, but 1% of what I'm making isn't a ton. I can afford to spend something, and we do on books and stuff at this point in our career. And same with donating and stuff like that. But I just don't think I made it clear enough to people how important Super Saturday was before this last one. And obviously this time of year is tough. I get it. It's all I hear about, legit 24/7. And it's all I say 24/7. It's tough. I will not lie. I'm not going to say this is easy. I mean, we'll get there. We'll hit Success Club. We'll make it, but we will work way harder than we have other months, and that's just how it is. But I'm going to close my screen so I can see this quote. So I was talking to Nikki Johnson today, and we were just talking about, October and this month and blah, blah, and what was going on. And I was just talking to her about something. And then I said, yeah, it's hard that this time of year is this time of year, because this is the most important time for our qualifying events. So everyone's pushing right now for elite or leadership or rank in the company or stars or whatever they're pushing for, huge goals. I was like, it stinks that, I'm up for all stars right now. This is my 11th month. And I'm like, I will not go down on month 11. I can promise you that. So like, that's what we're talking about. And she said, yeah, this time of year is good to separate those who really want it. It shows me who is in this for the long haul. And I totally agree. Like, yeah, we may not hit our goals. We may not make the money we want. I mean, we may not hit success though. We may not, we may fail, blah, blah, blah. We may fall off the healthy eating, clean eating, Shakeology, working out bandwagon. But you know what? The key and the only thing and I can even tell because like a month and a half ago, we had twice as many people on this call. So, the people that are still pushing through, even if they're not hitting their goals, and the people that stick around till January 1st will bear the fruit of their labor, whatever that's saying. I should stop using quotes because I don't know them, but they will reap what they sow, because January 1st, all this hard work that you feel is going in vain will pay off tenfold. You will walk in on January 1st and be like, I can breathe again. This is what it's supposed to feel like. I know it feels like January is far away. And honestly, the end of December is easy too. Like, people have Christmas money and they're like, you have those few people that are like, I'm going to get January. I will beat you by 2 weeks, January. You're like, all right, I'm ready for you. But, just be prepared for that. I know you guys have what it takes to be there and be showing up in your business for the next 2 months or whatever it is until we hit January. And then, dude, January is awesome. And then we have all of these even with December is going to be amazing. I really think we have like 6 more weeks of harder times. And I know people keep telling me not to talk about the harder times, but I don't care. Do it. Just do twice as much for 6 more weeks. And then it's going to be easy. Once a Master Hammer and Chisel comes out, it's easy. I know obviously we're all pushing right now for the leadership retreat. I know that. Obviously it's hard. You guys are kicking ass and taking names. And 6 weeks is going to pass, or whatever we have left in that group, 4 or 5 weeks. That's going to pass no matter what. I told Nikki today, I was like, you know what, Nikki, I'm working the end of the year as if I'm going to drop rank every single day, because that's my only option right now. I need to keep that mentality. So like, even if you're emerald, think to your, if you haven't made it to diamond and you're emerald, think every single day, if I lose this person and don't get another one, I'm not going to be emerald anymore, which means I won't get my team bonus cycles, which means I won't be eligible for all the leads or whatever you get. Like, just remember how important emerald is and these rank advancements, and to get the 28% raise increase when you hit diamond. Think of those every single minute when you're trying when you're messaging people, not in a desperate messaging way, just be like, know that you need to push 10 times harder. Bonnie said last year, this is the push season. If you push these next 6 weeks and post twice as many workout selfies as you usually do, post twice as many Shakeology selfies, talk twice as much about the business as you usually do, be putting it out there, people will flock to you in January, okay? So lastly, I just want you to take this out, think about it. If you want to message me with your answer or anything, or post it in our group, would be sick too. I just want to know, what is the number one thing stopping you from reaching your goals? Okay. What is the number one thing stopping you from reaching your goals? Obviously, I miss goals all the time. I fail all the time. I failed hard today. And, I had to think to myself, like, why didn't I reach that goal? What was it? It wasn't anyone else but me. Yeah, certain people don't buy things, or certain people don't do what they say they're going to do. It's not that. It's not the other people not buying. That's not what's not helping us reach our goals. So think about that. And then if you want to share it with me or the group, I would love that. And because I want to help you push past that. Okay. Did I talk fast enough and long enough? I think I could, like a normal person, that would take like 2 hours to talk that fast. Anyways. Okay, you guys can unmute yourself. I know we only have a few more minutes, but does anyone have anything to say or comment or anything? This is why I talk so much.
I'm just trying to wrap my brain around everything you just said.
But that's why I recorded it. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. I have really big coffee today, and normally I don't drink the whole thing. Oh,
Casey.
I have to take notes. I don't remember it all.
That's good. And I post all of these. I post the recordings that I record. I don't record them all because I don't want to, because I feel like sometimes people think it's an easy way out to not have to show up to the call, and showing up is half the battle. So I post them all on my YouTube page. So just search Katie Fleischer and they're all there, all old ones. And then let's see. That's about it. I mean, we still have I don't even know what today's date is. What, 8 or 9 more days? Something
You
like
don't know what today's date is?
Oh yeah, the 22nd. It's my daughter's birthday. True story. So we have 8 more days, 9 more days. I mean, yeah, this is like a crunch time for sure. Yeah, but I know you guys can do it, and don't stop.
2 more people to hit 10.
You got it. And just keep pushing. And, I think I posted in our Diamond group today, or one of our groups, we see the fruits of our labor about 4 to 6 weeks out. So today I track my business down to the penny. I track everything. And I was looking at it today, and I was like, man, why is this week so difficult? And so I wasn't looking at the week, at the amount of workouts I did this week, or the amount of shakes I drank this week, or the amount of posts, or the amount of emails. I wasn't looking at that, because that's not what it is. I was looking back a month to a month and a half to see what work I did then, to see why this week is so difficult for me. Okay. So just keep thinking about that. You want the future to be easier, obviously. So work hard today. That's all I got. I'm so glad you guys showed up and are awesome and here and crushing it. And this is so exciting.
Thank you.
Sorry if I watch the recording, put it in the slow-mo, so I'll sound like a normal person as opposed to a chipmunk that I do probably right now. I'm going to stop recording.